Hello, good morning, you guys. It's 6:11 in the morning, but I'm getting on early because y'all know I got to go to work. And when I woke up this morning, I had another assignment in philosophy. Even though I got one to turn in tonight, I got another one to turn in tomorrow. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get on tonight. So I'm just getting on this morning. Hey, Miss Clarinetta. And so it's gonna be like this, y'all. I got some blueberry coffee. It's okay. It tastes just like blueberry. It was on sale. It's Dunkin' Donuts blueberry coffee. Now I see why it was half price. It tastes just as strong like blueberry. It's not that good though, but I'm gonna drink it. It's not bad. It's just not good. What's up, Cypress? What's up, Dub JJ? So what's going on this morning, y'all? Miss Rita. Y'all know I get up and I do my meditations. And then I made my coffee and now I'm on here with you guys. I ain't gonna even lie. I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee though. It's expensive now though, because it's like for a small bag, it's like $9. So I can't do it like that. I'm talking about in the grocery store because I love that chocolate turtle. Oh my God, but it's $9.99. I cannot afford it. For a small thing when I can get a really big thing of coffee for $9, or like for $8.99 or like maybe $9.99 from Sam's. Hey Travail from Sam's, and I got the real tall thing of creamer, and it's getting low, so I'm gonna have to. No, it's come see come saw. It's so. It's not good and it's not bad. It's tolerable. You know how some things are. It's just nasty. I can't tolerate it. It's so. So yeah, I tell you. Mm. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. But I know everybody. It's cool outside. It's cool outside here. I don't know what the weather is. I don't think it's that cool because it's 52. It is cool because normally I think I was just flashing this morning because I had to turn the air on for a few minutes because I was hot. But then I'd be sleeping up under a lot of cover too. So I like to turn the air on, or I like for it, yeah, and then get up under a lot of cover, which is not good. I'm glad I was kind of flashing, I guess, or hot this morning, because when it's like that, it's cool and I'm up under all that cover. It's so hard for me to get up. I do not like to get up. I just like to lay up under that coverage until the last minute. Hey, Miss Keita. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, I like to lay up under that cover until the last minute. So I guess I'm glad it's kind of hot to me. But it is 50 something outside. That's chilly. And I gotta be out in the field today. I'm gonna be in the office for the majority of the day. Then I'm gonna get out and go and see about trying to get some statements taken. I'm gonna tell y'all the best thing about my job, and it always has been, is being able to go into the hood and sit and talk to people, especially the hoods that I grew up in. in South Memphis. Yeah, I was looking at something on Facebook, and I think I think it's time for people to get wiser about who they allow into their space. I think it's time, I think some of these young ladies be afraid of. They get with guys with good intentions, some of them in the beginning, and then they find out that they're batshit crazy, and they kind of be scared a little bit while trying to get away from them. I think they try to do it in a friendly way, where it's not so bad when they find out that they're crazy. When they start going crazy and trying to tear up their cars and um tearing up any and everything that they got. I'm gonna tell you something. When if you get with somebody and when they get mad, the first thing to come to their mind is to destroy your things that you've worked hard for. If the first time you need to ghost that person, whether it's a man or a woman, you need to ghost them because that is a destroyer. They're already jealous of you because when a person get mad, the first thing that comes to their mind should not be to tear your car up. That's your means of transportation. That's how you make your livelihood. That's when you know you're dealing with a low down bitch. The first thing that comes to their mind should not be to try and call your job to get your livelihood. That's a bitch, anyways. Okay, an undercover sissy. Okay, that shouldn't be the first thing that comes to a person's mind. That's when you know you're dealing with the lowest of the low. That's when you know you're dealing with the lowest of the low, and it's best to get away. I don't like destroyers. Now, when people get mad, they might cuss you out or something like that, which is not good. Okay, but they definitely are not trying to destroy your life. That's an emotional person that will keep you in a deficit. They're going to try to keep you in a deficit the whole 10-year of your relationship. I'm telling you right now. Well, he said they love bad shit crazy until they can't handle it. Well, it seemed like to me they can't handle it to begin with if they got those types of emotions on the inside of them. Like, people are not disciplined anymore. They just like to destroy, and it's weird because it was different in my time, but you find these folks that are my age that's doing that. I genuinely be in shock when I see men that are my age like flipping out, like doing a lot of the stuff that they do. A lot of these men would not have done that a time ago, but they looking at the young dudes and they see they don't have any discipline and they're getting away with it, and maybe they're doing the same types of drugs. I don't know. But it is like I can it's something when I see men that are my age when they're in their 40s, especially their mid to late 40s, like me, and I see them and they don't have any discipline. And I know that they come from a different era. Like, it's really out of this world when I see them doing it in their 50s and their 60s. I like almost go into a shock. Like, oh my God, you older than me. So I don't know. I guess I just be expecting, even when they're in their late 30s, they too old. I guess I just be expecting something different from people that come from my era because it was different. Okay. So, Clarinet says half a decade and trying. Yes, half a decade and trying to act up. It just do not make any sense. Okay. So I think a lot of your successes also depends on the type of people that you have around you. It will depend on the types of people that you have around you. You have to make sure that you really got people that want to see you win around you. Okay. Not only do they want to see you win, they want to help you with no ulterior motives. But I also say this: once you win, remember the people that help you, because people forget. A lot of people tend to forget. And I'm not saying you gotta give them when you're in deficits. I'm saying just remember, because see, what God will do is God will put the right types of people around you when you pray, where they're not greedy, but they're not doing it within ulterior motives. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. It does something to my soul when I do something for somebody. I remember somebody that have done something to me and they're not expecting it. Like, oh my God, what, you didn't have to do that. Yes, but I wanted to do it. I remember what you did for me and this and that. Oh, Tamara, you didn't have to do it, but I want to do it. Those are people with humble spirits, not people. Yeah, but yeah, you supposed to be giving, you owe me your life. Not them, not you. Okay. But remember those people that truly did it. Because you're going to know the ones that ain't for you anyway. Because when you ain't moving fast enough, they're going to start trying to destroy you. That's what they're going to do. They get mad because they would call themselves helping you with a motive. And when the return is not as fast as they want it to be, they're going to try and destroy you. So those were, the people that are not truly for you, right? I was thinking about like my missing, like I was looking at some missing persons cases and stuff. And hey, you have so many families when you start talking to them about their loved ones. Okay. I mean, especially when it's cold, they start to get so excited. They don't want anything. They don't think that you have any motives. Because I'm gonna tell you something. YouTube don't pay me nothing. Okay. YouTube don't pay me anything. Okay. It's just a way of exposure for something that I have like a passion for. I think with in order to really make some money on YouTube, okay? Because you have content creators that make a lot of money, but their subscribers is up, like way up. And I'm gonna tell you something, each and every time they do a video, it's up in like the 30,000s and the 40 and the 50s and the 60,000s. Okay. In order to make about $100 on a video, I remember I did a video and it went all the way up to, it was a video I did about Black Youngster and Yo Gotti. I remember that video got like 38,000, maybe 42,000 views. I was shocked. Okay, but a lot of people started sharing it. I think I made $120 off of 42,000 views. I'm trying to figure out, like, anytime you getting like 1,000 and something views, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views, you make anywhere from 20 to 30, maybe $40 off of that video. I mean, with YouTube, you average about a penny a view. Okay. So a lot of people lose their minds when they see the numbers and they think that you're making something. Okay. Why they looking at other people's pockets, I don't even know. Okay, that's a covenant spirit. That's a jealous spirit. That's a person that'll take you out. Because anytime people start pocket watching and worrying about what other people got going on, that's a jealous person that will try and take you up out of here if they can. Okay, if they can get away with murder, they would do it. Right? Because there's no reason to be worried about what anybody else has going on. But YouTube does not pay anything. It don't. I mean, you could promote, for the most part, these platforms. That's why you see people that are business savvy, they start promoting the real things that they have going on in life. because basically that's all you can do. That's all you can do. And so, like even with a lot of the missing persons cases that I've done down through the years, I actually like um listen, we gave them free airtime and stuff. So we actually paid for exposure. That's why you don't see a whole lot of other when you start talking to real big content creators about why don't you use your platform to for exposure, and they'll say that don't make no money of like real things going on, like cold cases. But that they'll tell you that because I'm on here to make money, that don't make money. My heart ain't in that. I'm on here to make money. So I'm sorry. I feel bad for the families, but I'm trying to make money, and that ain't gonna make me no money. Okay. So what I do is really, I've always used my heart. Even when people thought that they were getting over, I've always kind of used my heart to everything that I do. My heart is in it. Okay. And God supplies and for me always another way, in a big way. Always. Ashley says, I hate people who want to return or credit for everything. Just don't help, period. No one wants to hear. Absolutely. Nobody wants to hear that. If you're going to help somebody, just help them. You know? And I'm going to tell you something that upsets me when you want to help people and they think they're doing something for you. It goes back to what my grandmother used to always say. She was an old country lady from out of Mississippi, deep in the backwoods of Mississippi, child. My grandma used to say, it's a damn shame for a person to be pitiful and not know it. She said that's the worst kind of pitiful, when you pitiful and don't even know you pitiful. And that it is. And I don't deal with pitiful people. I don't. I'm busy making moves and working right now, but it's all love, still supporting. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate, you all who, because I know we all came together off of the Young Doss case. Okay. And one of the things, I think I've spoken about this, like I said, like a lot of stuff, like I've been, doing my schoolwork and stuff, but somebody talked to me and it was like, I watched you the whole time. And I think you probably put too much out there in the atmosphere because you had information that was, people constantly telling you stuff that new. Okay. And and one thing I do know myself, being an investigator, is that you can put too much stuff out there, and that's something that you don't do, because it gives the enemy is always watching. It gives them the opportunity to strategize. Okay. And so what I wanted to do was keep people abreast of things. So now in this next phase, that's why when folks say, do you think it's over or whatever, I go, nah, but I don't really say a whole lot unless it's in the news or whatever. And I know for me, if I make it a topic all the time, I end up saying too much. So we just let the enemy watch, and then what'll happen is they'll be surprised too. Okay, that whatever they sensing or thinking or know, they won't get it confirmed through me. F them. Okay, they kill their boy and they already know that they're not gonna get away with killing him. So hey, you have to reap what you sow. I think I've been very vocal about, and my stance is still the same. I believe what the people say and not what folks on the street. They want to know what I know. Okay, they want to know so they'll know how to get ready. Okay, but anyways, or to have a reason to try to go back and forth. I'm in this season, I ain't got the energy to go back and forth with nobody. I'm trying, y'all see what I'm doing, and the blessings are plentiful. When you can reside in your peace and all of that. Okay. And like I said, I choose, I was talking to one of my cousins, and my cousin is a real street dude. Okay. All of them are. I don't want my cousins. I just don't want them caught up in stuff, trying, because they feel like they need to protect me or get somebody up off of me, a man or something. And for the most part, here's the thing, it's so weird. For the most part, and because I get on here and I be talking mess or whatever, the men that I talk mess about, they don't even say nothing. They're not gonna say anything because a lot of them are real street dudes. They don't go at women. Okay. It'll be somebody that really ain't no real street dude that will. Okay. These street guys don't need other men taking up for them. They don't, especially going at women. I think guys that's really in the street know that there is nothing good that could ever come out of messing with a woman. Especially when I've been very vocal about I'm gonna put the police on you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the police on you. Because that's what I do with men that want to harass me. Okay. So I don't want that. I don't want to see my cousins and stuff that's got reach in the street doing I don't it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Um yeah, it's not worth it. Okay. Look, I grew up around street guys and they move differently. Okay. They move differently. I'm able to tell when folks say, well, you ain't been in the street. I've been looking at guys that was in the street my whole life. They don't necessarily be on the internet. They're not going to be going back and forth with women. They're not going to be sitting up trying to gather up people to try to go at somebody. That's kid stuff. Um, they just don't do stuff like that. That's messiness to them. They normally don't deal in mess. They just be trying to get some money and stay out the way. Some real money. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I tell you. But like I said that to say this. We still pushing. We still want justice for young Dolph. As I've always said, young justice for young Dolph represents so much more, right? You're talking about a spirit in Memphis that is so prevalent, which is that spirit of jealousy, right? Why Yo Gotti and them felt like they had the right to concoct a scheme or plan to have that boy taken out, and why these other guys that was brought in, they went and I was listening to Quit, okay? And um at his interview, okay, I was looking at his interview. And I really don't understand why Quet don't go to church, because Quet is tormented. Quet is real tormented. He has a tormented spirit. I think it is coupled with the dirt that he's done in the street, and um, things that have happened to his, what happened to his daughter, which would torment anybody. I'm sure in the back of his mind, he has demons that he has to fight as it relates to that. Okay. Now I know he said that what happened to his daughter had nothing to do with him. It probably didn't. Because I hate that happened to her. Y'all never heard me say anything bad about that, because I don't, to me, that I hate that happened. She was 24, 25. She was basically still a baby. She was just getting started. 24, 25, you really just getting started in life, right? So, um, so when I say a torment, he's been in the streets. I'm sure he's done his share of dirt. Um, Maybe he probably wrestles with, am I reaping what I sow? Um, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't want to say something like that, because we can't be responsible for um when people decide to do evil. You know what I mean? Like, whatever he has to reap for, I think it'll come back on him directly. I don't think God will take innocent people um and make an example out of them. He has to deal with whatever he has to reap with. Okay. But I'm not I'm what I'm saying is, I'm sure that cross his mind, right? I don't think God would have made an example out of his child. I think with people that did that to his daughter, they allowed the enemy to use them at some point, for whatever reason that was, robbery or whatever. Okay, and that's something they gotta deal with, for what they did to her, which was evil. But I think Quet is a tormented person. I think what Quet needs to do is, the only I think what Quet needs to do is, he really need to be up in somebody's church. He he beat the case. Okay, I don't talk about it a lot because I be having so much other stuff on my mind too. But he beat the case. I was looking at that video that he posted up. Um, it might have been yesterday or something. I didn't get a chance to look what he was talking to, Trap Galore, and he was talking about J Money and D Money. Now, here's the thing about that, with Kamisha. Okay, he brought up Kamisha, and I don't know if that was a good or bad thing, because in my mind, being an investigator, it kind of solidified some things. And I'm sure are other investigators other than myself is looking at this stuff, which is that's why I don't really say a whole lot. Hey, because I know Quit knows a lot. Okay, whether he chooses to say anything or not, but he says enough. But I thought about, when he was talking about J Money, and I hate that happened. As a mother, I wouldn't wish that up on nobody's mama, for um for two kids to lose two babies. I wouldn't wish that up on nobody. Regardless of how we feel about how Kamisha has handled herself in the past, I wouldn't wish that up on anybody. That's just, I just wouldn't. Right? We're all mothers on here. But here's, at the same time, as a mother that knows how it feels to lose two babies that she has birthed, how in the world could she participate in, encourage, and rejoice, okay, and Diane Thornton losing her child? Now, hey, and that's something she's going to have to pay for, okay? That's something she's going to have to pay for, because God says the very thing that you wish up on somebody else will come up on you. Now, she's had the very worst to happen. And we get to thinking about, now, Young Dolph didn't have anything to do with what happened to her son. Maybe she feel like he did some things, or he didn't do some things that she wanted. But those were things that she wanted. Okay. He didn't have anything to do with that. So you take that energy just because he's the celebrity. She feel like he, was giving somebody else opportunity. Because I mean, just listening to Quet, he didn't say it, but I was able to. You ain't even got to be an investigator to sum all that up. Hey, darling. Um. Hey, John Brown. Um. To see that it was easy for Jook and them to go in that direction because they took that emotion that was in the atmosphere that they had at Young Dolph because they felt like he had betrayed Jay Money in them. That's exactly what it was. Okay. And they was able to go over in Orange Mound and gas those dudes up, okay, to do what they did to Young Dolph. Okay. They was able to pay him to do it. That's exactly what happened. Because of the emotions that you think about. Folks go, well, why at that time? That's because those emotions were high and they probably had already heard some stuff and they knew exactly where to go. um as I was saying, they called themselves was mad at some of these other dudes who they said may or may not have been involved. Okay, they didn't go that route. Young Dolph was a target because it was also jealousy there. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Straight Drop had been hanging around Young Dolph. If he had signed Straight Drop, would the energy have still been the same? No. So, I mean, I think it was just a lot of bad emotions there, of entitlement. Maybe there was some hurt. I don't know, but it never should have resulted in participating in a murder. Their energy never should have been promoting that. And that's exactly what happened. So even with Kamisha, I think, and I don't look at Kamisha's page and stuff. I think she's gonna have to that right there. She's gonna have to pay for that one. She's gonna have to pay because even still, as a mother, there is no way in the world with Straight Dropping them being the exact same age as her children should she have ever encouraged anybody else's child. I don't care what they was doing in the street. You be the voice of reason. We're the women. We're mothers. It never should happen. That's the reason why I get on Orange Mountain Quit, bald head ass, okay? Because Orange Mountain Quit is around my age. Those dudes looked at him as a unk, okay? He's got kids the exact same age as Straight Dropping them, just like I do. When Jook brought his ass in Orange Mound like he did, okay, with that proposition, Quet should have turned him around. That's what he should have did, but he didn't do it. And I hold him responsible for letting him in the gate. And they did it for greed and out of emotion. I think the energy was F that nigga. Look at, he signed the dude that we gonna participate. It was wrong. So when people say, well, that's what Desto, I go, no, don't bring Desto up. I don't. That's not right to bring up a young lady. That young lady was the exact same age as my children. What happened to her ain't had nothing to do with him. He got to pay for his own sins. But I'm sure because of the dirt that he's done, he's probably tormented by it. But he's got to pay for his own sins. He's wrong. Now, I believe he knows what has happened with Howard Burnett, and he won't even call Crime Stoppers and tell them. See, that's the type of stuff when and you got a family like Howard Burnett's family that's hurting and all of that. I told him how to do it and he still ain't did it that I know of. Okay. Call and disguise his voice and all of that. You know what I mean? When people know that they've been wrong, they try to do what they can to try to make things right. Okay. I'd always told y'all he was not the mastermind, but it does not take away from the fact that they went to him. Quet won't call and tell it. I'm mad about that too. What happened to Howard with Burnett? Because I believe you know. Um, hey Memphis 10. Anyways, I'm rambling on, but I be having my thoughts. When I'm drinking my coffee, child, that's when I be having all my thoughts and stuff. Because after that, I have to get in the field. He is supposed to call and tell it. What you talk about, Cypress? Cypress don't start no shit now. He is supposed to call and tell it. Hell, he wouldn't be tormented if he was doing the right damn thing. That's what get me about these black men. That's the reason why I talks about them. They get on my damn nerve. So, like I said, I'm just sitting back. You know, it ain't because well this and that. It's gonna. I'm gonna say this, and I'm saying it with a lot of conviction, and I still got the same arrogance or whatever they want to call it that I said, like how I said it before. Is as it relates to this young dog situation, it's gonna happen how the fuck I said it was gonna happen. Okay. When I said that before, I meant it, and it happened like I said that it was gonna happen. And I'm saying it again, it's gonna happen like I said it was gonna happen. And that's all I got to say. I ain't backing up off of it. I stand on that. And it ain't no hope either. Shit. Anyways, y'all. He said it ain't his job to call and tell it. Oh Lord, Cypress, whatever. If you know something, you're supposed to tell it. I don't know why he want to tell everybody else that told on him. Everybody and their mama told on him. I'm surprised he still got a relationship with Devin Burns. That's interesting. I tell you. Y'all hit the link. Let's see, what time is it? 6. Okay, so I have to get off at 7:15. I already took my shower and stuff. I slide my clothes on, and I would get me a moped. I've been looking for a moped. Oh, is it moped or moped that I could drive? I could ride to work. When I was growing up, my cousins had mopeds, and I used to know how to ride on them by myself. Let me see, mopeds. My mom never gave me one because she said it was not for girls. It was like that. Mopeds are not for. She didn't like when I get on it. She's like, that's not for girls. It's moped. Oh my god! Ah! Here they go, y'all. They got a pink one. Y'all, I could ride it to work. What y'all think? Walmart got one. Pink. Ah, I could ride it. I don't know. I don't want that one. It's used. It's $600, but it's used. I know that's a pink one too. Oh, Cypress, I didn't see you back there. That's
What's
a
going
pink.
on?
I'm gonna show y'all Walmart, but it's used. I ain't buying no used moped for no 600. I thought it was new. Let me show y'all. And I could ride it to work. I'm trying to see how I can. Now, who in the world is calling this early? I believe people be calling my phones to see if they're going to hear a ring when I'm on live. Child, I don't care about you having my phone number. You just better not. He said, you worried about right? I know it. Listen, I be seeing people going to work and they be on those skateboards that what do they call like those automatic skateboards? What they call something. Y'all, what do they call? That you stand on and it takes you wherever you want to go. It's like a almost like a skateboard or something. Hey, M Rose. What's up, Cypress? What's going on?
Nothing, don't try it. Leave it to them. Leave the skateboarding to them.
What are those things called? It's got the handle on it. It's almost like a skateboard. They be standing on it. They be riding that to work.
Oh, you talking about the school? They scooters, skateboard. I don't know, but leave it to them. Leave it to the young.
Now I be seeing some of them lawyers. I saw a lawyer that lived down here. I know him. His last name Bostic. I said, look at him. He was riding his to. He was riding it to work because I saw him going, like he was riding it to work. He was on it going to work on it.
Leave it to them. And leave it to them.
And his ass ain't young. He old. Shit, he older than me.
First time a strong wind blow, you gonna be ready to put that motherfucker up.
Well, I'm gonna leave it alone then. I just get in my car and go to work.
I know that's right, because it's getting cold outside.
I was just trying to find more creative ways. It looked like it's fun.
Yeah, create a way. Put 10 on pump 5 and keep it moving.
I'll leave it alone then.
Yeah, because that wind, you gonna be fussing, especially talking about riding the moped or scooter, and this wind gonna get how you really gonna be fussing and mad and cussing and shouting and praying. Yeah.
And Rose says my aunt bought one thinking it's like a bike, but it was too fast for her. He gave it to his grandson.
See what I'm saying?
My husband. It don't seem like they fast when I said maybe I'll just get a bike. Don't you know I've been looking at bikes, and bikes are like $1,000. Are you serious? These are the same type of bikes that I used to get a bike every year for Christmas. My dad always bought me like a 10-speed, or then it went up to a 12-speed. Hey, Tony, and don't you know the same bikes that cost like $100-something is $1,000 and something?
You must went to the bike shop.
I'm looking at them at Walmart online. I'm like, I cannot believe these bikes cost this much. But yeah, at the bike shop, they cost more than that.
Well, they online, they trying to get all the money. But if you see them in person, I guarantee you can talk them down.
Like Walmart, they got their bikes. Okay, so they got them on sale for $648. That's crazy. And look, they ain't even got no handlebars on them. They come without handlebars.
Man, what type of goddamn bike is that?
Okay, I see. You could take the handlebars on, or you could take them off. See, I don't like dealing with no stuff like that. The handlebars just need to be made on the bike.
I know that's right. A nigga ride down the street and forget the motherfucker come out and he in trouble. And roll with pocket.
Oh, he said it's Cornelius going to court today. Let me see right quick. Let's see.
You need to go to population.
I feel sorry for the 24 Colorado.
Why you feel sorry for
American reality? Oh my God, this is gonna be such a good read. I'm so glad I saw this. Oh my God. They're showing African Americans from out of the 20s. Oh my God. I cannot wait to look at that. I'm gonna put I'm gonna have to read it when I get home. Y'all know I be loving when they be, showing pictures from the 20s and all of that and stories and stuff. What was I getting ready to see? What was we looking at? Cornelius? I forget.
Yeah, why you looking at? Why do you feel sorry for him? He killed somebody. He was. I mean,
he gotta. Well, I'll say this. I hate he did what he did. I think he was under the influence. They used him because he was under the influence. He's got to pay for what he did. I'll say that. He took him out and it was wrong, and he got to pay for that. But they used a person that was under the influence, and when you listen to him now, like when he was different at the Quest trial than he was at his trial. You could tell from his voice that he is on some type of medicine. They've had to put him on meds.
Most likely methadone or something. He probably getting high every day.
Hold on, I'm getting ready to see. I thought he had to go to court like in the middle of the month, but I don't know. Y'all know the school done had my brain so tied up. Oh, he do go to court today. Oh my God, thank you, John Brown. He goes to court today.
Yeah, hopefully he get a 50p.
Cypress, you low down.
Get a 50 piece in some population gin pop for.
She said Cornbread needs to reap what he sowed. He the one that did the most damage. Well, he definitely got to reap what he sowed. He already reaping because he got to pay for what he did. He did. He do. But I think that he tried to at least, he can't make what he did right, but I think he at least tried to. He realized after he had detoxed what he did, and he tried to at least give the Thornton family some type of peace. I mean, which they'll never have any peace because they can't get their son back, but at least he tried to do the right thing in the end.
Only because he got caught.
Oh my God, Cypress. That could be true. Cypress, slow down.
Yeah, I think he need to get thrown to if you a Dolphin fan, you want him to get thrown to the wall.
Well, I mean, he's got to pay he's got to pay for what he did.
Yeah, he might as well pay because he damn sure ain't get paid. Yeah.
And so I guess they're going to sentence him today.
I see 50. I see 50. What y'all see in the chat?
I don't know. He might get 50, but
I see 50.
maybe he gonna get 25 or 30.
Well, I hope not. I hope we get 50 people.
Mm.
So they gonna sentence him today?
That's what it looks like. It says set disposition. Well, it looks like if they're going to set disposition, looks like they're going to go. He's going today for them to tell him when he's going to be sentenced or something like that. Oh, he was there the last time they closed that courtroom down, so ain't no telling what was going on up in there. That was what, 2 weeks ago. He said he see 50. I tell you.
Why did they close the courtroom down? He don't need that much damn protection.
Last time I was up there, Young Dolph's sister got in somebody's ass about taking pictures of her, and he was wrong. He was wrong. She said, I am offended. And I don't blame her for saying that. He was wrong. And she was loud too. She said, no, I am offended. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But you did that on purpose. Why would you be taking pictures of these people? I was looking right at him. He did it on purpose. And she got in his ass too. And she was loud with him too. And I don't blame her.
It probably was some of the media.
And Rose says that she thinks that cornbread should get the same as a drop.
I think it should get more than drop. Free drop.
Hey, Kenny.
I think they should put Canadians in general population.
I be up early anyways. My puppies be getting me up early because they need to use the restroom and they be wanting a snack. Hey, Macy. And now they sleep. I got those puppies too spoiled.
So do.
I'm gonna have to try and retrain them because I'm sick of them waking me up every morning at 5 or 4:30.
Oh yeah, they'll really be short in the backyard.
I just been falling right on out going to sleep. I woke up this morning. First thing I did was look at my school work, my philosophy email, my work. She has sent out another assignment, all while one is due tonight, one is due tomorrow. That just don't make no sense. Why give somebody work every single day? Hell, when we was in school, our teachers didn't give us work every day.
Yeah, no, they were trying to get to the high wing and shit.
It says, Cornelius is funny with the general population. She said Cornelius needs to stay away from the chow hall. Oh, I made 100 on my paper, y'all. A 100. When I was writing that paper, I was so stressed out. I was thinking, well, I knew it was a good paper, so I was like, well, maybe I make I knew I was gonna make like anywhere from an 85 to a 90 or something like that. One of the things that was going through my mind, and when I started doing the research on the Whiskey Rebellion, even when I do every essay, is no plagiarism. I remember that I think it was Miss Cowles when I was social studies class when I was in junior high school. I plagiarized the essay. And she went to the extreme. Like she gave me a 0. I guess she wanted me to know how critical it was plagiarism, copying directly what somebody else has said. So and I copied directly from the book, my essay. I was in the 9th grade. She called my mama, she called my daddy. She was talking about, you could get suspended for this. Like, I didn't think I did nothing wrong here. I wrote an essay. I mean, I thought the best essays was the words coming directly out the damn book. It stressed me out so bad. From that point on, I always learned how to paraphrase because she was stressing, you're supposed to paraphrase. This isn't like it's scared. It really did. It stressed me out. So from that point on, I've always been a good writer and I learned how to paraphrase real good. I learned how to paraphrase, read stuff or look at stuff and then put it in my own words. So when I knew I would make a pretty high grade, but I didn't know I was going to make 100. He said it was perfect. I made 100.
If you gonna plagiarize, at least throw a little hood shit in there, then freestyle it the rest of the way. I'm telling you, it gonna work. It worked for me all these years. It
I remember
works.
when she looked at, she said, Tamara, this essay came directly out the book. She told me, she said, you didn't write this. This came directly out the book. That was in the 9th grade. I never forget. And Miss Cowles was one of my favorite teachers. From that point, I never did that again.
Sound like an old mean white lady from her last
No, she was a black lady that wore braids.
Oh, Lord.
I saw her one day. She still looked the same, still petite and all of that. She used to brag about how her husband, she was like, I never opened the door, this, and that. And she's like, I don't pay no bills. She said, now my husband, sometimes if he say to me, I need a little help on this, I do it. Yes, a student in nursing school got kicked out. Right. For plagiarism. They don't play about that plagiarism. And so she was one of those ones. I like Miss Cow. I used to love to hear stories and stuff. I was hurt when Miss Cow did me like that, but I guess it was for the best. I guess it was for the best. Because from that point on, I started learning how to paraphrase. So that's why when I used to get mad at people stealing my stuff on here, remember I used to say, y'all don't even know how to paraphrase. You say my stuff verbatim. Hell, I think about that now. These folks got on my nerves so bad. I think about some of the stuff that I used to do and say, yeah, they didn't even know what I was mean. They probably didn't even know what paraphrasing means. Shit.
Most of them don't. You know most Bradley. Hell, most Bradley got out the 4th grade. You know they don't know what that means.
Oh my God. He said, "Do you still have that $50 in AT&T stock I sent you November 2022?" You sent me an AT&T stock. Where you sent it to? You sent me a stock? Now they don't be playing about that plagiarism. They don't. So when I got my grade back and he said perfectly written 100, I was like, oh my God. I knew I was gonna make a high grade, but I didn't know it was gonna be 100.
Oh.
Now that's one thing. I thought I would do worse in the history class, but the philosophy class is kicking my butt. I make nothing. My average in history is an A. I guess that's because I know how to study it. I know how to study the history, but you have to read that philosophy. It is in like that old English like terms or whatever, like that lawyers like how they have to read that lawyer's term or whatever. You know that lawyer's language. So you have to read it 3 or 4 times, almost like how it is like the Bible, the old Bible is written the King James version. So I have to go back over it and read it over and over and over again to make my brain understand what the hell they asking me. And it don't make it no better that she gives work and tests and quizzes every single day. So I feel like my brain is not getting the opportunity to rest. But I ain't got no choice. I gotta pass these classes. I don't have a choice.
The King James version, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of that version, but yeah, give me the Ethiopian. Shit. What's up with y'all in the chat, man? What poppin' with y'all in the chat this morning, man? What going on, man?
She said, Tamara, please use it. I am so a brat. Yes, I am. I used to date a guy that said that to me all the time. You a brat. I just pulled up Miss Cow. Oh my God.
What she look like? She ain't cockeyed.
She still look the same. Just a little older. And now she says she's doing homeschool.
Oh Lord.
Oh, look at Miss Cow. She used to wear braids. She don't wear them no more.
She might got a low haircut like me.
No, look like she wear wigs. She said, I know. My mama always said that. My mama said, you know what? The worst thing I ever did was spoil you because it was too hard to unspoil you. My mama said, you know, she said, I ironed your clothes and stuff for school all the way up until you was in 12th grade. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was talking to this guy one time. I met him at On the Border. They used to be my favorite restaurant. We met at On the Border. And I told him, I said, okay, well, after we sat there and talked, I was like, well, I need to go on and get back home because I gotta get my kids and stuff clothes out for school and stuff. He said, what grade are those kids in? Your kids in? my oldest daughter was like in the ninth grade. She might have been in, so that was high school. He said my baby girl is 2 years younger than her. So they were right around, they was like in middle school and maybe in high school or something like that. He was like, you don't think those kids can don't you think it's time for them to start getting their clothes and stuff ready themselves? I did it for a very long time with my girls until they started telling me, Mama, I don't like what you're putting together. But they had uniforms. They started at some point doing uniforms and stuff. But my mama did it for me. And my mom said that all the time. I think I made you a little slow. Because you was too spoiled. And then she said, and the sad thing about it is I never seen a child that just refused to be unspoiled. She said, you refuse to be unspoiled. So that's why I think you're a little slow.
Hey, well, it was easy to unspoil you.
Huh?
It would have been easy. All you had to do was say no. That's it.
Well, if she said no, my grandma was gonna give it to me.
Well, I can relate to that because my grandma's the same way, so I can't knock
Mhm.
that.
My mama talk about that now, but then I told her, I said, you talk about that, talking about she should have put her foot down more because she kind of let my grandma and them override whatever she did. My mother was always real easygoing, so I don't really remember times that she told me no. It was shocking when she did, but um I tell my mama now, you do the same thing that you said that mama did, because my grandma, we call her mama too. I said, you do the same thing that mama did. I tell my girls, I would tell my girls no, and I was way firmer on my girls than my mama was on us, because my mama was very easygoing. So I tell my girls no. My mama would go behind my back and give them whatever I said that they couldn't have. My dad never did that. When my daughters would ask my dad for something, he would always say, "What your mama say?" And I would say, "Dad, they can't have it." And he was like, "Well, ain't no more conversation." Oh, okay. Well, no more conversation. He would always say that. What your mama say? Oh, okay. Well, no more conversation. Your mama said no. So, but my mama didn't do that, and she never does that. And to this day, my girls call her most before they call me, because they already know. I remember listening to my oldest daughter one time. She must have been about 11, because kids are so smart. She said, "Yeah, mama, I ain't gonna even tell no stories." She was talking about my youngest daughter. She's like, she like to go to the grocery store with Granny, because she know if she asks for something and Granny say no, she could whine, and then Granny gonna say, "Go ahead and get it." So that's why she always like to go to the grocery store with Granny. I said, "That's why you like to go too." Yeah, but I don't really have to ask her but one time. I said, "Ain't this some shit?" She was sitting up spoiling them girls like that when they never did that to me. And I tell her now, you undermine me, because I would say no, and you would go behind my back and do exactly what my sister would do it too. Yeah, everybody get caught. Look, I told my mama, I said, every year my mama has gotten those girls coach, and then my mama gonna say, don't you know she was talking about she was getting ready to take some of those backpacks to the Goodwill. I said, what you whining for? You've been getting them coach backpacks every single year since they've been in high school. They got so many, they don't even appreciate them. But then she asked me what I want for Christmas. I said, well, I want a coach backpack. You know how much they cost? I said, you get them girls a backpack. You get 2 coach backpacks every year, because you don't think nothing too good for them girls. Don't tell me you know how much they cost, but she been buying coach backpacks every year too. She said, let me know which Goodwill so I can get on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Backpack got a nice little tag to him. Yeah.
I ain't gonna even tell no story. I went into Burlington. And I've been getting like stuff so I can give away on the show. And Burlington, I went to the Burlington and Germantown, had so much nice stuff. So I went over to the kids section. I ain't gonna even tell no story. I got my grandbaby so many because I said I'm not gonna buy my grandbaby all that stuff this year. My daughter had pissed me off. And then I started looking at that stuff. I was like, well, she's still my grandbaby, even though my daughter gets on my nerve. I can't do that to my grandbaby. I got my grandbaby so much stuff. I said, maybe I'll be now since she's 3 years old. Like I always buy her clothes like a year or two up so that she can get them. So like I bought her 4 tees and 5 tees. I think I'm gonna keep them in my house. So I got her a lot of winter clothes so we can go and go over to the doggy park and walk the dogs when she come and spend time with me. And she'll already have clothes in my house. But here's the thing: when my daughter come over here, if she know I bought my grandbaby some clothes, she'll wait until I turn my back and take the clothes with her. To my mama, her clothes need to be wherever she live at. I said, well, you need to buy
Man, see, all
I
y'all
bought
was
my
spoiled.
grandbaby so many socks. Like last year, I bought my grandbaby probably, oh my God, because she liked those socks with the characters on them. Oh my God, like Pocahontas, like all of the characters, Dora the Explorer. I got her almost like 20 packages of socks. In the box, I put safety pins in the box. I bought a whole big box of safety pins so that my daughter with her nappy head ass, when she washed her socks, she could put the safety pin in the sock so that she don't lose them. How come I haven't seen my grandbaby in them socks? So my mama, she be pulling her socks off and losing them. I don't need. That's the type of stuff that upset me. Yeah, they said that True Religion is coming back in style. I like True Religion. I was looking at their dresses and stuff. I like their dresses because I like comfortable, like little short, comfortable dresses you can lay around in. They got a lot of them, but they kind of expensive. They are.
Any new news on the Howard Barnett case?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. It probably will be. Quet need to go ahead and call in.
Call him. What he gonna say?
Well, I mean, somebody told me he ain't had nothing to do with it, but they said that he know what happened.
To who? To
Hmm.
Howard Barnett?
Yeah, the person was like, no, Quit didn't have anything to do with it. But he learned later on through straight dropping them. Now that's what the person told me. He need to go ahead and sell it.
Nah, he only tell it that what the police do their job for.
Cypress, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. What's up, the Alabama hitter?
We got the hitter in the building.
Hitter, you gonna go live tonight? You gonna put out a video? You gonna go live?
Well, we hoping he do both.
Y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe.
But I don't think
He
he
said
gonna
he
tell
might
it
go
though.
live.
I don't think he gonna tell it though. I think
He might
everybody
tell it.
know.
They told on him.
I think everybody know how they're right. Okay. Oh my bad. But yeah, I think everybody.
Well, he need to tell that they told on him.
Who told him?
Straight dropping them told on him.
Oh man, say it ain't so.
Quit no straight dropping them told on him. He said it. He said it. He know it.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Well, I'm shocked that him and Devin Burns still cool. They claim Devin Burns' whole history background. That's weird. Hey, maybe he had hired a lawyer to do it. He could have hired a lawyer.
You said they cleaned his whole background.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but he could have hired a lawyer to do it.
Man, what did he tell?
He could have hired a lawyer to do it. Let me make sure it was him. It might have been JoJo Splat. No, maybe it was CEO Bobby. I might have him wrong. Let me see.
Well, we know how he do.
Hold on, let's see here. Mm-hmm. When Devin wanted for like criminal attempt, okay. So he did a guilty plea on one charge, but they threw out all the rest of them. That's weird. He went to jail for like shooting up a barber shop or something, didn't he? A tax shop, right? What happened, Cypress? I'm just a talking, and Cypress ain't. I'm just a talk. Anyway, y'all, I got to get off here. I got to go to work. Let me go to work. Anyways, y'all. Right. It says no lay proseque, which means they're not willing. They was unwilling to prosecute him. And it's about 10 or 15 of those charges. And the prosecutors said they didn't want to prosecute him for that. He pled guilty to one aggravated assault in that whole situation. So, child, I don't know what be going on in the background. Maybe he had a good lawyer. Let's see who his lawyer was. Hold on. Ain't this well? He had a Okay. Anyways, I ain't got nothing to say. Mouth zipped. Anyways, you guys, make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I love you guys. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good day.